Hey guys, Josh here, and welcome back to another live stream. Today's a special day for me. It's my third year on YouTube. 3 years ago, I published my first video island tour of my Animal Crossing island. And yeah, I didn't think I would still be here 3 years later, but yes, I am. And thank you so much, guys, for sticking around for so long. Hi, Piper, K, Mistfang, and I'm a Light, Blade Goddess, Cassiopeia, Tyler, Connor. I hope everybody's doing good. Oh, Piper, you just got your purple turnip. Congrats. Thank you so much for all the members who have been supporting the channels and just everybody who's been watching in the last 3 years. And yeah, so today I wanted to do a little bit something a little bit special. So I'm going to be streaming. I took a look at the top 3 games that I played the most in the last 3 years. And we have Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Lifetown, which I've put 300 hours into. And Rune Factory 5 at 275 hours. And Roots of Pacha at 130 hours. So these are just a few of the games that I spent so many hours on in the last few years. So today I'm gonna be playing an hour or so of each of these games. So if you're new to these games, maybe you will discover some new games. And if you're not new, let's just enjoy playing those games together. Happy 3rd anniversary for your channel. Thank you so much. I wish your channel and community will grow more, bigger. Is there a cake for us? Unfortunately, there's no cake. I didn't have time to make a cake. I've been working a lot at my job this past week. And yeah, I didn't sleep too much last night because I was working during the night. So I slept a little bit today, but I was so tired. And originally I wanted to prepare something bigger for today, something more special, but I just didn't have too much time. So yeah, so we're still gonna enjoy, but yeah, there's no cake, unfortunately. Maybe next year I could make a cake or something special. If you guys have any suggestions for the 4th year anniversary, please let me know. But yeah, for now, we're gonna get started. And the first game that I'm gonna be playing today is Roots of Pacha. Let's turn the music on. So yeah, 3 years for the #1 YouTuber. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Congratulations on 3 years. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you for hanging out around here for all of this time. You've been here for a long time as well. I made it. Hello, everyone. How is everyone today? Happy 3rd anniversary to your channel, Josh. Thank you so much, Lady Race. Thank you for joining. You arrived just at the right time. So, yeah, we're going to start with Roots of Pacha. So, I played 130 hours in this game. Maybe 50 hours or so was in the alpha and the beta. And the other, like 80 hours has been in the full version of the game. By the way, this game was unlisted on Steam for a little while, for a few weeks, but it's now back. So if you want to purchase the game, it is now available on Steam. And yeah, so today I mostly finished pretty much everything. Well, I still have a few things that I need to do that maybe we can work on today. There are some recipes I still haven't cooked. A few dishes I haven't cooked yet. There are some variants of the animals that I'm missing, so maybe I could try to get some of the remaining variants. There's some fish that I'm missing, so maybe we could try to go fishing. There's some stuff. Oh, I don't know. Like, I'm still missing a mushroom, some herbs, and some stuff here. And yeah, here everything is done. So yeah, I think we're just gonna try to complete stuff and have a good time. How many pots are you gonna paint? I don't think I'm gonna paint any pots today. I spent a lot of time painting pots in the last few streams, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing that today. Feels like yesterday when I first discovered you from Pioneers of Lifetown. Yeah, it's already been 2 years since Lifetown. Time flies really fast. I managed to buy Immortal Life. I don't know it existed until that stream last month or so. Oh, nice. Immortal Life is such a fun game. I need to play it more, honestly. I played it maybe just 20 hours or so. At first I was thinking, is it gonna make it to today's video? But no, I just played it. I feel like I played it a lot, but apparently, according to Steam, I just played it 20 hours. But it is such a fun game, and I do need to play it more. I'm more just pop-in streams than watching full, but I wanted to make sure to not miss this. Happy 3 years to my favorite Story of Seasons YouTuber. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mike. So let me just harvest everything. So today's the last day of summer. So let me just make sure I harvest as much stuff as possible. Hi, Josh. Happy anniversary. Hi, Kayla. Thank you so much. Cute hat. Thank you so much. It's my tomato hat. I like it. Yeah, my little tomato hat. All right, so let's water the crop. So I think some of this stuff will die, unfortunately. Some of that stuff I won't be able to harvest by the end of the season. So, okay, I always get stuck here whenever I use my irrigation system. All right. I hope everybody's been having a good week so far. I haven't been able to stream too much this week. We're gonna sell all of that. And yeah, maybe one thing I could try to do, actually, okay, let me sell my stuff. I'm gonna try to check. Wait, let me sell my stuff first, and then I'll try to make a sentence. Okay. So there's some stuff I need some. There's some fish that I'm missing. I don't know where to get that fish. This game doesn't tell you much about the fish. It doesn't tell you it tells you which place, like ocean or river, but it doesn't tell you if there's a specific time of day or something. So I'm not too sure how to get the fish that I'm missing, but I'm just gonna go fishing, and hopefully we find some good stuff. But first, let me just take care of my animals. I also discovered your courtesy of Olive Town, and made you my go-to source for all upcoming farming games. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. Have you flown anywhere nice this week? Yes, I've been pretty busy this week. So I went to LA, and then I spent a day there, and then I came back. And yesterday I was in Mexico City, and I went to see the pyramids, at Teotihuacan, the big Mexican pyramids. So I went there with some of my other crew members. So that was really nice. So it was really hot, and I got a little bit of a sunburn on my on my forehead. I put a lot of sunscreen, but I missed a little part of my forehead, which I think maybe is not too visible on camera. But you have to be more careful about that. So yeah, I saw the pyramids yesterday. That was a lot of fun, and there was not too many people actually. There was not too many people. I thought it was gonna be super crowded, but it was not crowded. And yeah, I had some nice tacos after that, some nice Mexican food. And yeah, and I came back this morning at 7 a.m. and I slept until 12. And then after that, I realized that I had my stream tonight, and I still didn't have any idea of what I was gonna do for my 3 years stream. So that's why I kind of planned it kind of last minute. And yeah, and now here I am. And then after that, I need a few days off. I need to get over my fear of flying. That sounds amazing. It was really amazing. It was a lot of fun. And I had such a nice crew. Everybody was so nice. And the passengers, when you go to Mexico City, the passengers on this flight, most passengers on most flights are really nice, but Mexican people are just really, really kind. I don't know, everybody's so sweet on the flight. So that's one flight that I really, really enjoy doing. All right, let's try to get some new fish. What game is this? This is Roots of Pacha. This is a prehistoric farming sim. Also discovered you. Oh, sorry, I read that already. Yeah, it's a prehistoric farming sim that's released in April 27th or something like that. Not too long ago, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's like a classic farming sim, but with a little Stone Age twist. So yeah, if you guys know anywhere I don't know, any tips on how to get the fish that I'm missing? Please let me know. Is this number 3 in the top 3? Yes, so this is number 3. So I played this game 130 hours, and then we're gonna play Rune Factory 5, which I played 275 hours, and then Olive Town, which I've played 300 hours. And I think for Rune Factory 5 and Olive Town, I'm gonna start a new save file because I'm playing on my PC right now. And my Switch save files, I was playing the Japanese versions of those games because the Japanese version came out first. But yeah, I want to play in the English version for those streams. So I'm gonna start over. So we're gonna check out like the beginning of those games. What's your most played game? So my most played game is Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, which I'm gonna be playing a little bit later. I didn't catch your hours played for the games. Can you repeat your top 3 again? So the first game is Roots of Pacha, which I played 130 hours. The second one is Rune Factory 5, which I played 275 hours. And then Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, which I've played 300 hours. So I'm starting with Roots of Pacha. Then I'm going to play Rune Factory 5. Then I'm going to play Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. And yeah, I played a ton more of farming games in the last year, but those are 3. I don't know if I would say they're my 3 favorite, actually. There are lots of games, like recently, like in the last year, I discovered Dincom. Well, it came out last year. And yeah, that's one game I've really been enjoying. But I'm only like 90 hours in, so it couldn't make it to today's video. So these are not necessarily my favorite game. Well, they're some of my favorites, but they're just the ones that I played the most. I'm also just starting my Rune Factory. Oh, new fish. Okay. I'm just starting Rune Factory 5. Seeing you playing it again as a newbie will be nice. Nice. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying it. Sounds like a lot of us found you. Thanks to Pioneers of Olive Town, I lived vicariously through you until English release, just like with A Wonderful Life. Yes. And I have lots of A Wonderful Life videos planned for this month that I'm trying to get out before the release. It's kind of hard juggling. It's been kind of hard, honestly, recently. Trying to juggle YouTube and like my other job. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. I wish I could spend a little bit more time like making videos. I have such a huge backlog of videos that I need to work on and that I want to make. Also, there's so many games that came out recently, like Everdream Valley, that just came out, that I've been wanting to take a look at the full release, but I didn't have the time for it. So yeah, hopefully I can make more time for that. I want to try Pioneers of Olive Town, but crafting mechanics, the crafting machines seem off-putting. Yeah, actually, they updated the game a little bit since the original release. So the machines are not as bad as they used to be, because now you can like queue up to 10 things at a time. So they're honestly not as bad as they used to be, but it's still a big part of the game. Happy 3rd year anniversary. Hi, me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. Are you excited for the Winds of Antos and A Wonderful Life? Yes. So I've been actually playing the Japanese version of A Wonderful Life since January. And yeah, I'm really excited for the English version as well. Winds of Antos. I mean, I'm going to play it just to check it out. But I don't know if excited is the right word, because the other Harvest Moon games from Natsume have been a little bit disappointing. But I will check it out for sure. My name is Alex. Hello. Hi, Alex. I hope you're doing good. Welcome. I might not play Wonderful Life as soon as I get it right now. Tears of the Kingdom is getting my time. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is so much fun. I've been playing it a little bit. Maybe, I think I just played like maybe 3 or 4 hours. But I enjoyed the little bit that I played, and I'm looking forward to, playing it a little bit more whenever I have the time. Is A Wonderful Life the best Story of Seasons you played so far? I don't know if it's the best. It's definitely, I think on the Switch it might be one of the best, depending on what you're looking for. But if we're talking about all the games in the series, I think Magical Melody might be my favorite still. But yeah, Wonderful Life is definitely really good. Roots of Pacha, April, Wonderful Life, June, Cornucopia, August, Winds of Anta, September, My Time at Sinrock, Summer, Coral Island, late 2023, Sunnyside, late 20. Yeah. There's also Fae Farm that I'm looking forward to this year, which I don't remember. I think it's going to be like late summer or September or something like that, or fall, or anyway, later this year. That's also one game I'm looking forward to. It's going to be a multiplayer farming game. I hope you end up playing my game for 300 hours when it releases. Hi, Konitama. Yes, I would love to. Let me know. Let me know when it releases. And yeah, I've been looking forward to playing it. Pikmin, July 21st. Oh, yes, that's one game. One game I'm looking forward to as well. I'm a huge Pikmin fan. My game is Cloudscape. My channel has old devlogs. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Is there? There's no early access for Cloudscape right now, right? It's just... we just gotta wait for the full release, right? But yeah, I will be playing it for sure. Winds of Antos seems promising. Finally, Natsume could take their time to develop their game properly while not being chased by marvelous shadows. I hope so. I hope they will do something good, but yeah, there's only one way to know, and it's by waiting until the game releases and playing it. Like, graphically, it does look better than their previous games, but like, we'll have to see. So I'm missing this fish. This one. All right. I don't know if some fish change depending on the time of day. Like, if some can be caught at night or during the daytime. I have no idea. So, anyway, I'm gonna sell... oh, wait. I should roast... I should smoke them first. I'm gonna smoke them, and then I'll go to bed. What do you think is the number one thing missing in current farming games? So there's a few things. I'm actually preparing a video right now on things that I really want to see in the next Story of Seasons games. So Marvelous recently announced 2 upcoming Story of Seasons game and also 2 upcoming Rune Factory games. Some of the things I would love to see is more differences in between the seasons. For example, in the old Harvest Moon games, for example, Harvest Moon 64 or Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral, or like Back to Nature or Mineral Town. Like in winter, you couldn't grow crops until like unless you had a greenhouse. And like in winter, you could access like the lake mine, or in Harvest Moon 64, just the regular mine was only accessible in winter and things like that. So I want seasons to be more different in terms of gameplay. Like, for example, in Olive Town, it feels like every season is the same. You can plant just as many crops in winter as you can in summer. Well, not as many, but you can still plant a lot of stuff in winter. And like, nothing changes that much. So I want just more differences between the seasons. So like, you're looking forward to winter because you can do something new. In spring, you can do something different. Summer, something different. Like, I want each season to feel a bit more different, so it's not as monotonous. So that's one thing. Another thing is I want more like rewarding relationships. Like, I want people to give you like special things, like unique items for befriending them, or like special abilities, or maybe to have people that like kind of like in Rune Factory where people can like follow you around. But like in Rune Factory, right, you can go like in dungeons and stuff with your friends. But something like that, but in Story of Seasons, kind of like how they did with Story of Seasons, Friends of the Doraemon Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom, where like you can go mining or fishing or watering your crops, or like all of your basic tasks with your friends. So I want that, but in more farming games. I don't want that to be just a feature that we had like in one game. Also, I want your spouse and like your child to help you a little bit more. So like more interactivity, I guess, with the people. So those are like 2 things that I would love to see in next farming games. No early access. I will probably do private beta near end of the year. Oh, okay. So I will be looking forward to that. Happy 3-year anniversary, Sefnat. Thank you so much. Hi, Josh, and happy 3 years anniversary. Thank you, Kate. I'll be counting on you for your Wins Aventus info to decide if it's worth buying. I agree that there's a little worth buying everything else from Netsmate. Yes. We'll check that out in September. I love when I can learn something in the game while I'm playing. I like learning how people actually farm in the desert in Sandrock or cultural stuff like in Coral Island or the Brazilian game you played. Yes. So recently I played Gaucho and the Grassland. That was a Brazilian farming game. It's just like an early build of the game, but like I was able to learn about Brazilian folklore and like Brazilian drinks and food and just like culture in general. So I do also love to see that in farming games, just like learning new things, you know, like a game that's in a setup that you don't usually see in farming games. So that's definitely very nice. So, okay, so I'm going to buy some seeds. I'm going to go see Igor. He's over there. I'm going to buy autumn seeds. I'm going to plant everything. By the way, can you hear the music? I just realized it's really low. Okay, might be better now. One thing I currently love how each farm sim is trying to bring something different. Like Roots of Pacha concept being prehistoric setting. Yeah, I feel like you do need to like try to do things differently because there's so many farming sims right now. So if you just do like a generic farming sim, it's not gonna work. You gotta do something a little bit more special. So yeah, it's a good thing that there is starting to be a good amount of competition in the world of farming games. So developers have to try to do new things. So that's always good. I should have started buying seeds a few days before fall started. I don't think I'm going to be able to fill up my fields completely. I wish you could just filter them by season because you got, once you discover all the crops, like you can buy them at any time. It's kind of, did I buy butternut squash? I don't know. There's like just so many things. All right, okay, so I'm gonna plant those. So let's see how many crops are. Okay, let me just sell my stuff first. How are you reviewing Everdream Valley? I will be. I haven't had time to play the full release yet. I played the demo a little while ago, but I haven't had time to play the full release. So hopefully I can check that out. Hopefully I can check that out in June. I want to see Harvest Moon games improve and add to everyone's cozy libraries, but I admit I'm still rather bothered by their 25th anniversary marketing. Yeah, that is definitely misleading. But yeah, I wouldn't mind as much if their games were actually good quality, but so far it's been a little bit disappointing. So yeah. Okay, let's check on our crops. I can't help but feel excited over 2 new services and games. I wonder how long it will be before we'll get a bit more info. I'm sure my thought is probably in the next Nintendo Direct. We'll probably get to learn more. So when is that going to be? Maybe in July or maybe sometime in June. Like during the summer, there's probably going to be one. Sometimes there's one in autumn as well. So I'm sure by the end of the year we'll have a Direct. With some information on those, hopefully. All right, so let's put all of our autumn crops there. But yeah, I'm sure that it's gonna be a while before we can play those 2 games, though. Like, I'm sure they're probably not gonna be releasing like at the same time, right? There's probably gonna be a few months or maybe even a year apart. Like one of those games we don't know much or anything about yet. All right, so in autumn, so there's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 crops. So Okay, I still have some crops that are... I still have pumpkin, and I think that's... You can't see what it is, right? I think that's eggplant and chili. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I'm just gonna plant this stuff, and I think there's gonna be a few crops that are there in double, but that's not too big of a problem. Oops. They gotta focus on A Wonderful Life first. Yeah, well, A Wonderful Life is pretty much done, right? It's gonna be releasing at the end of the month, but like I don't think they're gonna be like updating the game or anything, so I don't think there's much to like... Once the game comes out, I don't think there's gonna be much to focus on. They're probably just working on the next games right now. I get the impression that the 4 new Marvelous games are quite a bit away next year at the earliest. Yeah, I don't think we'll see those games this year. Maybe the beginning of next year. I feel like the Story of Seasons game... I feel like Rune Factory Project Dragon looks like a little bit further in development, because that's the game... That's the only game we saw actual like gameplay footage of. But yeah, I feel like the rest is probably gonna be a little while before we get to see more and play. Roots of Pacha is so good. It is so good. Such an addictive game. So much stuff to do. Animal Crossing. I don't think we'll see a next Animal Crossing until the next... whatever's next Nintendo console will be. I don't think there's going to be much Animal Crossing until then, but who knows. How would you feel about a game that thinks back to its root but did it in an interesting way? No crafting except instant makers, usual story similar to Friends of Marathon. Maybe add sprinklers and deep dialogue. I feel like that would be a great farming game. That one thing I've been kind of tired of seeing in farming games, honestly, is crafting. Don't get me wrong, I love a good crafting system. But I also kind of love the older farming games where you didn't have crafting and you just like, you maybe had a few makers to make like butter or like cheese or mayonnaise or something. But I don't know. I feel like it's since like Minecraft came out, every game is trying to add crafting. Like every farming game has crafting. Also Stardew Valley like had a lot of crafting, and I think that kind of popularized it as well, but I feel like it's not necessary. In a lot of games, crafting just make it so your inventory is so annoying to manage, and you've got all of these items in your bag, and you need to have like so many chests, and then you're all disorganized, and you're looking for something, like so many different items, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. And yeah, I feel like crafting is not really necessary. It doesn't make a game bad, but I feel like it's just unnecessary. It's like some farming game. A lot of farming games are adding combat. Well, I feel like combat is not always necessary. So my thoughts are the same for crafting. So unless you have a really interesting crafting system or a really interesting combat system, I don't feel like you absolutely need those features. Any idea when the Steam summer sale will be? I have no idea. Steam is doing sales all the time, but I don't know about like their dates or anything like that, so I have no idea. Or a game that pulls in similar mechanics to Magical Melody. I found that game so fun. Magical Melody was so fun. It was like, it had all the classics gameplay features, but you also like had a bit of customization. You could buy different plots of land. Yeah, it's lots of different villagers moving in, and it was just a very, very fun game. Yeah, it's still one of my favorites. So I'd love to see something like that. Did you get a cutscene with Limina and Cecilia in Chapter 1 in The Wonderful Life? By the way, I was really weird that I can't find anything on it. I'm not sure. There's so many cutscenes in this game, so I don't know about... Honestly, I can't remember what happened in Chapter 1 if I had a cutscene with a specific character or not. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I wish they tried to reinvent the farming rather than focus on crafting too much. That's true. Yeah, the farming has always like been pretty much the same in most farming games. So I would love to see something a little bit different for that. I completely agree with you. Hello, Josh. Hello, chat. Hi, Maya Sim. I hope you're doing good. Welcome. Welcome. Sounds like Sunnyside will do some different farming mechanics than we're used to, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunnyside. It's been a while since I've like... I think one of the developers got pretty sick, and I think that's been delaying the development a little bit. So I hope they recover and get better, but yeah, hopefully. Yeah, looking forward to playing that game. Also, I know their combat system looked pretty interesting. It's like gonna be a card-based battle system. Olive Town was very heavy on crafting and it got exhausting quickly. Yeah, Olive Town can be a little bit like overwhelming because there's a lot of crafting, a lot of makers. I've got over 500 hours in Sandrock since its release in early access. Oh my gosh. A year ago, logged 415 Porsche to love that series. That is a lot. I don't know if there's a farming game that I played 500 hours. Animal Crossing, I played like almost 2,000 hours. New Horizons. But, oh, new fish. All right, that's good. Hi, Josh. So happy to see you today. Hi, Mika. I'm happy to see you as well. I hope you're doing good. Welcome. So if anybody's just catching up today, I'm celebrating my 3rd year anniversary on YouTube. And for this, I'm playing the 3 most played games that I played. The three games, the 3 farming games that I played the most in the last 3 years. Starting with Roots of Pacha, then we'll play Rune Factory 5 and Star of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. 3 years today. Congrats on your anniversary. Thank you so much. I was looking today my first video. It's still... I uploaded my first video, which was my Animal Crossing Island Tour 3 years ago already. I can't believe it. And yeah, I saw that video was still getting a little bit of views, so it was a bit such a cringy video. So, but yeah, some people are still watching it. But yeah, I never imagined that 3 years ago when I uploaded. I got laid off from my job and I thought might as well try something because I wanted to start YouTube for a while. So I decided to upload a little Animal Crossing Island Tour. And I did Animal Crossing videos for 1 year. And I never thought that I would still be doing that today. No more Animal Crossing. I've always been really into... I love Animal Crossing. It's one of my favorite series, but I've always been into farming games. So I pivoted to farming games after 1 year when Olive Town came out. And now everything is doing great. So yeah, looking forward to many, many more years of farming sims on YouTube. What did you do before being a flight attendant? So I did a lot of things. So just before being a flight attendant, I used to live in Japan for like 2 years, where I was teaching English and French. And before that, in my hometown, I used to work in like call centers and like hotels and like retail jobs and like things like that, like lots of different little things. Yeah, and then I went abroad for a few years, and then I realized that I wanted to keep traveling and keep like, I don't like doing the same thing every day, and I want like, I try to make like every day in my life a little bit special. So yeah, when I came back from Japan, I decided to try to become a flight attendant, which I'm really, really enjoying because yeah, every day is special. Every day I get to go somewhere new, work with different people, and visit different countries. And I just love that. Yeah, every day is so different. And yeah, so I've been enjoying being a flight attendant for since 2019. But then I got laid off in 2020. So I started my YouTube channel, and then I started flying again in 2021. But yeah, in the next phase of my life, eventually I would love to do like content creation full time. So that's kind of my next goal, because as much as I like being a flight attendant, sometimes it's hard to like, as I was saying earlier, like do everything at once, like do YouTube and like flying and stuff. And I feel like, yeah, it's really fun to be a flight attendant, but I don't know. Oh, I just passed out. Like I want to like build my own thing and like have more freedom in what I do as a whole. So yeah. Given how many farmer games are being made, you'll have lots of content to come. Definitely, I'm never running out of content. I have a file, like a document with like video ideas and like games that I need to talk about. And like half of it doesn't even make it into a video. Oh, Mika, thank you so much for this super chat. Happy 3 years, Joshi. Thank you so much, Mika. That's really nice of you. $10 US. Thanks for helping build this awesome community. Yes, that's one of the best part. Like everybody's so sweet and nice, and like a lot of people have been like, I've been seeing like on Discord, like people making friends with each other and like chatting regularly with each other and like sharing discussions about farming games and just games in general. And everybody's always so sweet. Like there's not a lot of mods on this channel, but I feel like it's almost like not that necessary, because everybody's just so nice. There's no need for moderation except for when there's bots. Like everybody's just so sweet. It's the best community, like the farming sim community. Everybody's always so sweet. Okay, thank you so much for the 5 memberships, everybody. Enjoy them. Kinka, Caroline, Yana, Caroline, or Caroline, Casper, Brittany, enjoy your memberships. You guys should have access to some emotes. And if eventually you decide to upgrade to Super Seedling, you will have access to exclusive member streams. I started doing these recently. I've been streaming games that are not farming games. So I did Tears of the Kingdom last week. I did this week actually. I did Elden Ring. So if you guys want to see some content that's different than farming games, you can check that out. Good morning from Australia. Hi Raphael. Good morning. I don't think I'll ever get over my fear of flying, but that seems so cool. You get to see so many places. You should get over it. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm sure. I know some people in real life that are really scared of flying, but they still do it to enjoy the travel. And they, even if they hate the flying part, like once they get to the place where they're traveling, they're always really happy and like glad that they made it. So you should just give it a try. But yeah, I know it's a lot easier said than done. Anybody ever recognize you from YouTube? Not really, not yet. Maybe my channel is still too small for that. Yeah, no one recognizes me yet. If you guys see me in the street, please say hi to me. Don't be shy. I think I'll head out for a bit, but might pop in a little later to see some Olive Town. Thank you so much. Is that in about an hour and a half? Yes, exactly. In about 20 minutes, I'm gonna go with Rune Factory, and then after that, yep. I freeze up standing on the second rung of a ladder. The idea that I'm not on the ground just breaks my brain. Maybe you could take like a middle row seat, right? Where you can't see the windows and you can't see outside. Yeah. And yeah, maybe you can buy like a ticket that's non-refundable, so you can't like change your mind last minute and like you're committed to it. You just like decide to like buy a ticket somewhere, and then after that you have no choice but to go, right? Or like bring someone with you to make you more like accountable and get a middle seat. And I'm sure you will definitely enjoy it once you get there. I actually greatly enjoyed the part where the plane is just happily bouncing along the runway. If the plane did that the whole way, I would be happy. Yeah, that's not the case though. I'm not scared. I just get bored so easily, so I hate flying, but I still do it to travel. I went to Japan this spring. Oh, nice. I hope you enjoyed Japan. Yeah, boring can definitely be flying. Flying can definitely be boring, but yeah, if you watch some movies or bring your Switch or a Steam Deck or something, play some games, time will fly. I know, like for me, I can't really sleep. So even if it's a long flight, I can't sleep, so I need to keep myself like entertained. Hi Ron, hi Kilo D, I hope you're doing good. After that, when you get sucked into the seat because you are going up, I can't deal with it. Yeah. Oh, did I water my crops? I think I didn't. Let's go home. Let's go home and water our crops. For some reason, it's impossible for me to play games longer than an hour when I ride any moving vehicle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Sometimes if you read or if you... like, you can get, like, motion sickness, right? Sometimes I see people, like, playing, like, card games or things like that. You know, like they bring a card game on the plane and they play that. So it's not like... doesn't give you as motion sickness like a small screen could do. So... but then you need to be traveling with someone who wants to play. I don't know if you want to play like a card game for like 10 hours. But that's just a suggestion. Oh yeah, let's water our crops. Every flight attendant has always been kind. They seem to recognize I'm terrified and try to help. That's nice. Yeah, I think most of them are pretty kind, and they will definitely try to do whatever they can if you're feeling terrified. Can you sew on flights again yet? I know for a long time you couldn't have needles or scissors on the plane. Honestly, I've seen some people like knitting. So knitting you can. Sewing, I think. I'm not sure. I don't work. I just work on the plane. I don't work like at security or anything, so I'm not too sure like of all the things you can bring, things you cannot bring. Because whenever people are on the plane, they already like they just have the stuff that they can carry. I'm not sure about needle. I don't think you. I know you can do knitting. Maybe you should do knitting. You probably maybe the needles because I know like knives they have to be like less than like 6 centimeters or 7 centimeters or something. Yeah, I'm not sure like about the specifics. I know you can do like knitting, so maybe you could do that. Do you need a passport to be a flight attendant? I think it depends on your airline and your country. So maybe if you're with a regional airline, you don't need a passport. It's gonna depend on the company's policy. But most like mainline airlines, like the ones that do like international flying, they will require you to have a passport, and most likely like the passport of the country of where the airline is based. So in the most cases, yes, you will need a passport. Crochet, I could see, but not needles. Yeah, crocheting. Knitting needles. Does knitting has needles? Isn't it just... Maybe I'm confusing crochet and knitting. Isn't knitting just like two big like things that look like chopsticks? Or is that crochet with the two sticks? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I don't think they object to small thread scissors. I've never seen a Yeah, I think if they're like really small scissors where like you can't really like cut big things with it, I think should be fine. If yeah, crochet is a hook. Knitting is two large needles. Oh, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not. Please look up whichever, like the TSA website or stuff like that if you want to know. But yeah, I'm not too sure what you can bring or not. My sister is knitting a large frog for me, and maybe she can do that on the plane when we go on holiday in a few weeks. Oh, nice. Might depend on metal versus wooden. Maybe. There's so many different like little things. So, yeah. My uncle got his nail clippers taken away for being too dangerous. Oh, really? I actually carry nail clipper, but like it's a small one. So, but sometimes it's always like I never had issues with my nail clipper. But sometimes like I carry like small cutlery. Like I have a little fork and a little knife. And like my knife is small enough. It's like the blade is like really small, so it's like under the appropriate length. It's like 6 centimeters or something. I'm not sure, but like it's pretty small. But sometimes I have to like, sometimes they're kind of arguing with me that it's too big and they can't. And then I have to ask them to measure it, and then they measure it. They're like, oh, okay, oh yeah, it's fine. So like, I feel like depending on the airport or depending on the place, sometimes they're gonna be more strict or more like not making their own rules, but kind of making their own rules actually. So yeah, it kind of like, I feel like it varies from one airport to the other. Like some are definitely a lot more strict than others. After 9/11, they didn't even allow small needles for cross-stitching or scissors, and all my fellow stitchers were sad because flights were perfect for sewing. Airport security can't be a fun job. I mean, a lot of people do it, but yeah, it wouldn't be for me. My dad used to do that actually. Yeah. In Canada, you can bring both knitting needles and crochet hooks and carry on. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good too. Well, I'm pretty sure Canada and US are pretty much the same rules. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen people like knitting and crocheting. Often they make judgment calls right after 9/11. As a kid, the guy looked at the scissors, looked at me, and let everything right through. Yeah, but yeah. But then it's hard to like, I feel like it should be more like firm. Like how can you decide like who can bring a certain thing? Like if you look a certain way, you can bring scissors, but if you look another way, you can't. It's kind of like, it should be like the same rules for everybody. But yes, I feel like sometimes depending on how you look, it might change a little bit even if it's not like supposed to. I usually bring a book, but I always end up sitting next to strangers who want to talk to me, so I really get to read. Oh, sometimes. Well, if you're really talkative, that is nice. But yeah, like the other day I was flying, and it was a long flight. I don't remember. I think it was last year. I was going to Paris. I was a passenger, and I was like watching a movie, and I had like my earphones on, and the guy next to me kept like making comments on the movie. Like he was watching my movie on my screen, and like he kept making comments like on the scenes that were happening in the movie. And like, I don't know, when the flight attendants were doing the service, he kept like making little comments all the time, and I was trying to watch my movie, which was slightly annoying. I don't mind having a conversation sometimes with people, but like, I feel like if you have your earphones in and you're obviously watching a movie, like you shouldn't talk to me. Like, don't talk to someone with their earphones on. And I couldn't hear what he was saying, so every time I had to take out my earphones and like say what, and like he would repeat it, and like I know what he was saying, I don't remember, but it was not really funny, so I was just like, okay, like haha. And then I watched my movie again, and like 10 minutes later he would say something else, and I'd think, what? And like, anyway, so yeah. Last time I flew, a full-grown adult man spilled his soda on the little table, and without a word, he simply closed up the table and let the soda all run down the back of the... Oh my gosh, that's so gross. That is so gross. Yeah, sometimes, usually after the flight, there's always a huge mess everywhere. But yeah, you should try to at least try to clean it up a little bit. Are you going to hunt down legendary animals in this game? I should, right? I know there are legendary animals, but you need to have all the colors. And you need to like... I'm not sure all the details on how to see the legendary animals, but that is something I should try to do. The longest I've ever been on a plane was around 12-13 hours from Newark, NJ to Cairo, Egypt. I haven't been on a plane over a decade. Ooh. Yeah, that's a pretty long flight. I hope you had a good time in Egypt. I've never been to Egypt. That's one place I've been wanting to go eventually. But I've heard so many stories of like... I don't know. I guess you can hear stories of like about every country. But... yeah, it doesn't matter. Did I miss the 3 most played games? I'm playing Roots of Pacha right now. And after that, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to play Rune Factory 5. And after that, I'm going to play Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. So I'm just going to finish this day, then we'll play Rune Factory 5. If you release animals back into the wild, do they take up one of the slots for available roaming animals? Yes, they do. So actually, if you want to see all the variants of all the animals, you should definitely... like, for example, I've been breeding a lot of black ostriches, and one time I released them all in the wild. So, like, all the wild ostriches were black. So if I wanted to see the other colors, I had to, like... readapt them to make space for like the real wild ones. Hello, Josh and chat. Just got home from work. Hi, Peppermints. Welcome home. The longest I've been on a plane was an 8-hour flight to America. Ooh, nice. Olive Town isn't up there. I need to cup. Olive Town is fun. It's not my favorite game in the series, but obviously I played it 300 hours, so obviously I like it. I've done a 19-hour flight that turned into a 24-hour flight. Oh my gosh. 19, that's so long. Where was it to and from? That is so long. I've never... I think the longest flight I've done... maybe 16 hours. from Toronto to, like, I do a few times a year for work, like Toronto to Delhi in India. But like recently with because of Russia, like we have to take like a different route and the flight is longer. So I think it's like 16 hours or so. So I think that's the longest I've done. 19 hours, that's long too. But yeah, sometimes with the delays, it can be even longer. I live in New Zealand, so it was to Dubai on the way to London. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a long trip. Everything is a long flight from New Zealand. Yeah, it must be so expensive too. It must be so expensive. I've only flown when I absolutely had to, family emergency, so they're always short couple hour hops, except for when I went from Kentucky to Washington State for a cruise. Ooh, nice. I've never been on a cruise. I enjoy Roots of Pacha. None of the romance options called to me though. Yeah, I feel like, oh my gosh, one of my animals has fleas. Yeah, okay, I should find some medicine for her. Let's make some medicine, and I should breed some of my animals. Let's breed the jungle fowl. I did one that was Canada and Alaska. I highly recommend it. It was so beautiful. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I've heard so many good things of like cruises in Alaska. I live in Hawaii, so airfare is always so expensive. Oh my gosh, yes. That must be so expensive. But then again, you live in such a beautiful place though. I feel like if I was living in Hawaii, I wouldn't want to leave to go to other places that much. But yeah. And I feel like everything's expensive in Hawaii as well, right? Not only the airfare, but like the food and like going out and just like everything in general. It's kind of expensive. Happy 3 years, Josh. Here's to many more. Thank you so much. Ninaiso. Thank you. All right. So I need to do something for my animal with fleas. I'm going to do that. And I need oil. I'm not really a beach kind of person, but I did hikes and boat rides and tours of native settlement. Got to meet some sled dogs and do a sled dog ride. It was wonderful. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, me too. I'm really not a beach person. I don't like burning. Yeah, I'm really not a beach person. I like walking on the beach, but I'm not gonna like lay on the beach and burn myself. But yeah, I still love, like, I would love to do a cruise just to visit like different places and cultures. I need oil. Do I have something that can make oil? Actually, let me check my olive trees. I may have some stuff. It's so expensive. The price to live in paradise, I guess. Yes. Well. Yep. It's expensive, but it's definitely a nice place. I've only been once. I once had a layover in Honolulu for 90 hours, like 4 days. That was a fun time, but I'd love to go back to Hawaii eventually, maybe when I have more money. Okay, I think I'm out of oil. Let me check maybe in my wheel, my water wheel. Give me the woods, a river, a quiet place to read, and I'm happy. I don't need a beach full of tourists. Yeah, especially when they're packed with tourists. I would love to meet you. Yeah. I will let you know if I go to Hawaii. I'm from Samoa and I don't even like beaches, but it's such a great place to visit anyways. Yeah, like I feel like most places with beaches, like when I went to Hawaii, I did a lot of hiking. So I love hiking and like yeah, just walking in the forest and like watching the birds and just like taking nice pictures and having a beautiful view. Okay, I think I don't have any oil. I'm gonna go buy some from Ada. And then after that, I'm gonna go to bed and play Rune Factory 5. I want to hike in Canada. Canada is nice for hiking. The only thing, I feel like that's the general problem in Canada, is that everything is so far away from everything. Because it's such a big country, so like, yeah, everything is just so far away from everything, pretty much. But yeah, there are definitely lots of... Oh, she doesn't have anything to sell. Okay, I think maybe I have to wait a little bit. But yeah, definitely lots of beautiful like national parks in Canada. I think especially if you come in the summer, you can definitely enjoy it. Come to BC for hikes. Yeah, BC is nice for hiking. Sometimes you can see the lava. Ooh. Sounds dangerous, but sounds fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. Being in a beach by yourself can be very calming. Yeah, I'm from the UK and a lot of beaches here really aren't great. Yeah, when I think of UK, I don't think of beaches too much. I'm sure you can still have a fun time though. Going to some beaches there with your friends. All right, it's the cooking festival, but it's also time to play Rune Factory 5. So yeah, that was Roots of Pacha. One of my most played farming game of the last 3 years with 130 hours. Maybe a little bit more now since that stream, maybe 131. Next, we're going to play Rune Factory 5. So Rune Factory 5, I played 275 hours of this game on the Switch. According to Steam, I played 5 hours on PC as well. But I was looking at it earlier today and I couldn't find my save file. So I don't know. I changed computer and I think I forgot to carry over. There's probably Steam Cloud, but anyway. I'm going to start a new save file for Rune Factory 5. And I think you guys can't see it right now. Let me fix that. Oh.
Rune Factory 5.
Okay, you guys can probably hear it right now, but... Oh, okay. There it is. Yes. So we're gonna play that today. And after that, we're gonna be playing Olive Town. So I'm gonna start a new save file. Just go through the beginning of the game. It's been a while, so I wanted to revisit it. And... yeah, so let's enjoy Rune Factory 5. Let me know if the music, maybe I'll bring it down a little bit. I like Olive Town and Rune Factory 5, even with their shortcomings. Yeah, I feel like they're definitely flawed games, both of them, like in terms of performance and also even like gameplay. Olive Town and Rune Factory 5 are not the best, but they're still a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, I played both like over 275 hours, so... the opening scenes in Rune Factory 5 were really good. Yes. A scream? Ah, it's a girl. I have to help her. Yes, now's my chance to be a hero. You're just the right man in the wrong place. Continue as a male character. Yes. Olive Town is one of the games I'm coming back to after 100%ing Harvestella very soon today. I still have not 100%ed Harvestella. That's one of my projects, but I'm still working on it.
I can't remember anything. Right, that girl's in trouble.
A monster? Wait right there, I'll protect you. And I'm playing with a pro controller right now, and I'm noticing, I think the... as always, if you play with a pro controller, like the controls are kind of inversed. Because usually the games are set up for like Xbox controllers, so like the B and A and X and Y are switched. Anyway, first I need to equip a weapon. I'll open the pocket with L. Select my broadsword with Y. Press B to attack. This game runs so much better on PC. If you're worried about the performance of the game, it's not too bad on the Switch, but sometimes the frame rate can go down a little bit. But on PC, it's definitely... I mean, of course, it's gonna depend on your PC, but usually it runs a lot smoother.
Not so fast.
Two of them. I wonder which one I should focus on first. At times like this, I can press the right joystick to lock onto an enemy. I feel like it's been such a long time since I played this game. I used to play it so much every day. Just grinding, trying to level up everything. This is nothing. Either way, we need to get out of here. Come on. This game kind of looks good if I think about it. I feel like certain environments like this forest looks pretty good. And the character models look good as well. But I feel like the village, the town, and the more like open area are kind of empty. So it doesn't look too bad. But if you look at Rune Factory Tides of Destiny or like Rune Factory Frontier, it's a lot more detailed, and those games are like so like over 10 years old. So, but it's not a horrible looking game, but I feel like could have been better.
The heck?
Is this turn-based or will they mob you? No, it's not turn-based. It's like live action, not live action. Like, can you say live action? Like real time. Sorry, real time action RPG. It's a big project for 100% Harvest Land, the full encyclopedia. Yeah, maybe like 80% or 90% there. I still have a little bit of work to do. I think it being a huge scale game, a lot of areas end up feeling too empty. Yeah, I kind of wish that instead of like trying to do like open world, they would have just kept things smaller, like a smaller scale. Even like the house, look at this house, like it's so empty. Like who has a house like that? Like you build a big house and you just have like one bed in the room. The graphics and the camera kind of made me stop playing the game. Oh, the camera. I think there's a few settings though for the camera where you can have it like follow your character or like move it by yourself. There's a few settings for that, but yeah. It's a shame though. It's a fun game.
Come on.
Mirakumo, you scared Hina and Priscilla half to death. Oh, sorry, Lucy. Heard my niece was carried in here. The part that made me so upset was trying to place furniture in this game. Oh yeah, that was really frustrating. Actually, if you play on PC, there's a mod that you can install to place furniture a lot easier. But yeah, otherwise it's kind of a pain to place furniture in this game. They really messed that up. Especially when going into farm mode and out of farm mode. Yeah, for me at disabled, so that's one thing that annoyed me a little bit. But there is an option that you can disable, so there's no like farm mode camera. Like it just keeps the same camera all the time. I feel like that made a difference for me. Because it was annoying like when you walk over your field and like the camera changes. The only dislike I have is the inability to place furniture along the walls. Yeah, there's always like this big gap. But yeah, there's the mod that allows you to actually place it close to the wall.
No numbness? If you don't have any difficulty speaking, then I'd like to ask a few...
What is your name and birthday? Let's go with Ares. Let's keep the default name for today. And I'm gonna go 3rd of autumn because that's my real birthday, and if I pick any other birthday I won't remember what it is. Pretty sure my name's Aris. My birthday is autumn 3rd, I think. And your hometown, where are you from? Well, I don't remember. This music sounds like Ocarina of Time Kakariko Village ripoff. Oh my gosh. I do, yeah. It does remind me of that a little bit now that you mention it. I hope Project Dragon will be better. I hope so. So far, the combat in Project Dragon looks really smooth and like really fun. But yeah, we don't know too much about the gameplay, but it does look pretty interesting so far. Don't forget to like the stream. Yes, leave a like on the stream. If you're enjoying, that really, really helps. Quality of life mods are why I'm seriously considering buying Honor of Life on Steam and not Switch, not performance, but just really hoping a mod will make hybrids easier. Yes, if there's one mod that I want for Wonderful Life, it would be a mod where you can, yeah, make hybrids more than like just one at a time. Because it takes forever to make hybrids. Like sometimes you can spend like, if you want to make a lot, you can spend like hours just making seeds, which can be a little bit tedious.
What?
I'm not following any of this. Don't be dense, isn't it obvious? They're arguing over who's gonna take you in. Could you people be any more gullible? You're inviting a total stranger into your homes. For all you know, he's a wolf in Woolie's clothing. No, wait. Ares is a good person. As much as I'm inclined to agree with Hina, my daughter does raise a valid concern. I know, Lucy. Be a dear and take Ares to the field captain's office. The Soul Sphere doesn't lie. One scan will tell us just what kind of person he is. Hey, why me? I'm the one who raised the red flag. Well, I wouldn't mind taking you. Really? Sure. The field captain's office is on the first floor. Thank you. I didn't really do a lot of farming in this game. I more worked on the storyline. Yeah, for me, I feel like when I played this game, I tried to like get rid of the storyline as fast as possible. And not as fast as possible, but I feel like the story is pretty short in this game. You can finish like in the first summer. I think some people even can finish in the spring. Yeah, I did a lot of farming though. But the farming can be a little bit overwhelming with all the stats and everything with your soil. The character models in this game were really good. I wouldn't have minded no portraits in Olive Town if the models looked this good. Yeah, with Olive Town though, even though there's no portraits, they made an update. They patched it, so now you can like, it zooms in on the people when you talk to them. So I feel like that makes up for the lack of portraits. Like usually when they have 3D models, they never do portraits, right? In Story of Seasons, usually they only do them in 2D games. Or like top down, like, well, Olive Town was top down, but anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn off the farm camera. Yeah. Is there setting for... No, okay, right. The field captain's office is down the stairs. Yeah, let's go. The makers were a bit much, though. I like my entire farm was filled with makers. Yeah, for me, I tried as much as possible to like hide my makers in Olive Town, like placing them behind the barn or like behind the chicken coop. Yeah, I really tried to hide them. And once they updated the game so you could like queue up to 10 items, then I removed a lot of my makers. But yeah, they didn't look really good, the makers. I wish they had given us like a building to place all of them.
This one.
I wonder if the next Story of Season game will be top down or not. That's one thing I wonder. I really want... Honestly, I kind of like the not top down, like third person camera, kind of like a Wonderful Life. So that's one thing I would love. I feel like it's just easier to get like immersed into the environment when it's in third person.
So, where did you come from?
Have you seen the updated Coral Island roadmap and Dev Diary? We're going to get a shed so we can hide our makers. Oh, that's such a good idea.
What?
That is nice. I've not seen the roadmap, but that's good to hear. Thanks for sharing the good news.
Oh.
I forgot how. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was thinking we're gonna start a new save file, but I didn't remember how long the beginning cutscenes were. I thought we were just like gonna get into the game. It's a TARDIS shed. What's TARDIS? It will be 17 by 17. That's pretty big. I hope Story of Seasons, Story of Towns for PC. That would be nice. I'm all for
No.
getting ports of the older games. Which game was 300 hours? That's Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, which I'm gonna play in about 45 minutes. I wish the makers in Olive Town could make more than 10 of each items.
You don't are
Yeah, well, it's better. Before they used to be like just one item at a time, so it's already
A monster or two is one.
already much better than what it used to. But yeah,
There's a mystery afoot, Captain Lin.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Jeez.
Come on.
TARDIS is a spaceship that's the size of a phone booth on the outside. Oh, okay, and pretty much infinite on the outside. It's bigger on the outside. Oh, okay. Like most like most buildings in video games, pretty much. That's good to know. I've never heard of that. Is that like a Star Trek or like a Star Wars thing? I recently started playing Rune Factory 5 when I realized I could run it on an emulator. The PC version just would not work for me. Oh no. Been really enjoying watching your old streams while playing. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Playing Olive Town on day one was rough, but honestly, I still enjoyed the experience at the end of the day. Yeah, for me, I kind of wish I had started playing it. Like, definitely like playing Olive Town on day one. And like a few months later, definitely there's a world of difference. So, I mean, I'm glad I got to play it as soon as possible, but it was definitely a little bit rough at the beginning. Okay, I need to pick up the weeds and the branches. I missed that music. It's been a while since I heard it. Wait, how can I put... Oops. No, sorry, didn't mean to give that to you. How can I put those in my bag? I think I just need to ship them. Hey Josh, just dropping by to say congrats to 3 years of awesome content. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. What did you think of the Olive Town DLC? I think the DLC was honestly a little bit underwhelming. I kind of wish they had integrated the characters a little bit better with the rest of the town. Like, I wish they would go to town more regularly and like you would see them a little bit more in the festivals, and whereas now they feel like the way they did it, they feel like a little bit separated from everything. So I felt like that could have been done a little bit better. And I also wish there were like more incentives to go to the new areas. Like, for example, they could have added like new fish that you could use for new recipes, or maybe you could find like new crops or just some things like that, right? So I kind of wish, yeah, they had done a little bit more with those, even if we had like less DLC, but that they were a little bit more interesting. I think that could have been nice, even if it was more expensive, right? Do you play the graphical style? Do you prefer the graphical style of this or Rune Factory Project Dragon? I like both graphical styles. I mean, I love the style of this game, but Project Dragon does look a lot better. So far, it looks like the environments are a lot more detailed. It looks a lot more like fleshed out and polished. So I think Project Dragon will look a lot better than this game. Like, this game just looks a bit rough in certain places, and like a lot of the environments are pretty empty. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Project Dragon. I'm wondering about Rune Factory 6, if like graphically it's gonna be similar to Rune Factory 5,
Turns out okay.
or if it's gonna be like a similar style to Project Dragon. Like, maybe are they gonna use like the same engine for Project Dragon and Rune Factory 6, or are they gonna keep going with something like closer to what Rune Factory 5 is? Trio of Towns is my favorite Star of Seasons game. Yeah, it's a lot of people's favorite. That's one of the games I have not played, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm hoping I can play it sometime soon. Alright, she's just showing me around my room. So here's the calendar. Here's the projector where you can see cutscenes. And here is the bed where obviously you can sleep. I hope it's nicer than Rune Factory 5. I hope so. I hope they make like a smaller, more detailed world. Honestly, I don't need every game to be open world. Not every game has to be open world.
Take it easy and rest well. Take it easy and rest well.
Yes, I will rest. Thank you so much. I wouldn't mind something similar to Rune Factory 5 or Rune Factory 6. Just needs to be executed better. Yeah. But also, with Rune Factory, I hope that the next one, they change a little bit. Like, I feel like since Rune Factory 3, we've had like the same weapons, the same crafting recipes, the same like things you can do with the crafting. I hope they change that. Like the same items, the same monsters. So I kind of wish,
Wow.
obviously with Project Dragon, they will like switch things up a lot. But I hope with Rune Factory 6, they switch things up a little bit as well.
See? Sure.
I love the cozy and quaint feel of the older Rune Factory games. Yeah. When I was thinking of like what I should stream today, I almost decided to stream Rune Factory Frontier, because I started streaming that game last year. But yeah, I decided to do something else. But yeah, I just love those older Rune Factory games.
Nice. All right.
All right. Oh, okay, now I can put stuff in my bag. Yeah, I couldn't because I guess it was this tutorial. All right, now we gotta go meet everybody. I kind of just want to go out and like beat up. I wonder if I can actually go out. Go out right now and just do my own thing, because I want to like, I don't want to spend the whole hour that I'm playing this game just doing cutscenes. Wonderful Life looks nice, I think. Its scale is nice and doesn't look too empty. Yeah, Wonderful Life, I love what... I kind of wish the world was a little bit bigger, but like it's the same as the original one. So the world is a little bit small. That's one issue I had with the original one as well. But on the other hand, though, it's really detailed. And yeah, honestly, Wonderful Life is a really pretty game. It does look pretty nice graphically, and like I love how the different seasons look. I love how just their environment, they look great, and the characters look great as well. So I wouldn't mind if the next Story of Seasons game kind of looked like A Wonderful Life graphically, but maybe with a slightly bigger. It doesn't have to be like open world or like anything crazy big, but just like a little bit more than like in A Wonderful Life, there's like one cafe, you've got like 3 little houses, 1 inn, and your farm, and there's one other little farm, but there's really not like that many shops. There's just like one street. There's no like
perks of being the
Yeah, I
innkeeper.
just maybe I wish the next game will be like just a slightly bit bigger.
Hang in there.
Yeah, like that you can explore a little bit.
If you ever need a break, come take a dip in our spa.
I hope they remake Story of Seasons for True of Towns in the future. Yeah, that would be nice. Animal Parade and Magical Melody size is perfect. Yeah, actually. Yeah. Like Magical Melody. Like the town was... Yeah, it was a good size. Like... Pretty... Yeah, a pretty sizable town. And you could have like different houses. There was like a forest you could explore. There's a lot of things to do. I feel like a farming game doesn't need to be huge. Oh, congratulations and thanks for all of your hard work showing us games we may have missed or aren't released outside of Japan yet. Thank you so much, Tina. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Thank you so much for stopping by. One of the reasons I love Animal Parade is how real and full the actual town feels. Yeah. I feel like it makes such a big difference in a farming game, just like how the town looks. I don't know, if you like the town, you're gonna just want to spend more time in it, and I don't know, it just makes the game feel more immersive. And yeah, whereas if the town, like this town like Rick Barth, it just looks a little bit empty, and it looks, I know, it just looks a little bit weird. Like just here, like how the grass is like a different color around the restaurant. And I don't know, it just looks a little bit rough. So I can't grow as attached to this town because it feels like a little bit fake. Like a real town would look a little bit more interesting than that. But yeah, so that does make a huge difference. Like, even the towns in like Rune Factory 3 and Rune Factory 4, they have so much detail. Like, they're not that big, right? But they have so much little details.
How about this?
The Alata itself is boring too. Yeah. It may be time to bust out my Wii. You should. You should go back to Frontier, Tides of Destiny. Those are great games. Tides of Destiny didn't have the best farming, but was still a pretty fun game.
Where are my manners? I'm Heinz.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot how long the beginning of this game was. I personally like Frontier Town, Rune Factory 3 Town. Yeah, the town in Rune Factory 3 is pretty good too. It's pretty similar to the one in Rune Factory 4. I feel like it just feels similar because the game, like the engine, is pretty much the same, and it feels like it's all like in little areas that should like go in between. And it's a very similar art style. But yeah, they're both pretty good. No worries, it's so nostalgic seeing the beginning part. Thank you. Yeah, it does bring back some memories.
Hello.
But yeah, the Rune Factory games are definitely more like story focused than Olive Town. We're gonna start a new save file with Olive Town as well, but I'm pretty sure in Olive Town, like in 15 minutes, we're gonna be like actually playing. I came across your channel looking at random Roots of Pacha content. Happy excellent. I've been loving your content. Aiden, thank you so much. I'm glad to see some people discovering the channel with Roots of Pacha. Usually people find the channel with Olive Town or Rune Factory 5. So I'm glad to see that you're able to find it through like a different game. Yeah, Roots of Pacha has been pretty fun. I played it a little bit earlier today at the beginning of the stream. I love hearing how people found your channel. Me too. What about you, Pepper? How did you find my channel? Was it? I feel like... Let me try to guess. I feel like you've been here when I was playing either Olive Town or maybe Animal Crossing. Were you there when I was playing Animal Crossing? Either Animal Crossing or like when I just started playing Olive Town, like at the beginning of Olive Town. But you've been here for a long time.
You little...
I think I remember Animal Crossing, but I definitely remember Olive Town. Yeah, and I feel like when Olive Town came out, I was still... Even after Olive Town, I tried to make a few other like Rune Factory, a few more Animal Crossing videos, and a few more Animal Crossing stream, but those never worked as well as the Olive Town content. I think I found you as a suggestion from watching Sharky and Milky. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I miss Milky. I hope she's doing well. Sharky's channel is pretty nice as well. I used to watch this channel a lot, like before I started making videos.
More like 2.
I found your channel with your tier list. Yeah, that was a pretty popular video. I'm looking forward to making another tier list of all the farming games of 2023, which I will be making at the end of 2023. I already know there's just gonna be so many games, right? And next time I make a tier list, I'm gonna have to specify that Stardew Valley came out in 2016, so I'm not gonna be including into the tier list. Because when I made that tier list of like all the farming games that like came out in 2022 or that I played in 2022, everybody's like, "Where is Stardew Valley? Where is Stardew Valley? Why did you not include Stardew Valley?" But
Sorry about that.
Stardew Valley didn't come out in 2022, so I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna have to mention that in my next tier list. Watching the story of Seasons of Wonderful Life got me back into the PS2 version. Oh, nice.
Oh, well, do you know who this is?
The next Nintendo console is already coming in the coming years. I wonder if this will allow the Rune Factory and SOS developers to add much more details now that they wouldn't have to worry about performance. I hope so. I wonder what the next Nintendo console will be like, but
Well, I just want whatever.
yeah, I'm sure we'll get to enjoy new Story of Seasons and Rune Factory games on those. We don't even know, right? Like the new games that they announced. Like who knows? Like some of them might be coming out in 2 years, 3 years. Well, you know what? Usually Rune Factory, well, actually Rune Factory 5, they announced it like... Rune Factory 5, I think Rune Factory 6 might take... I wouldn't be surprised if it took like forever to come out. But usually Story of Seasons games, they're announced like 6 months before the release, maybe 1 year, but usually between the time they're announced and they come out, there's not that much time. So yeah, I think maybe Rune Factory 6 might be coming on the next console, but the other games that they announced are probably gonna be on the Switch. The list introduced me to so many games, checked out and loved Immortal Life because of that. Oh, nice. Glad it allowed you to discover new games. Usually 6 months. Yeah, that's what I... Like, I remember Olive Town and I think A Wonderful Life too. They were both announced in like Nintendo Direct at the end
Of course.
of the year, like September or like something like that.
Thank you.
And then they came out in Japan like the beginning of the next year. Like A Wonderful Life came out in January this year. Olive Town came out in it was February 2021. So yeah, if we're lucky, we might even have it like at the end of this year, like the next one, the one that they showed a little bit of footage of. Maybe at the end of this year, maybe at the beginning of next year. Like in January. January would make sense, like 1 year after Wonderful Life. I think that could be possible for the Japanese version, obviously. The English version would probably take maybe 1 month, like 1 to 6 months after. Usually, that's how they do it. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna do a worldwide release. That could be a premiere, a first for this series if they release the English version at the same time as the Japanese one. So I think we're gonna learn how to craft in this little.
Sir, a new. Please stay your hand for a moment, sir.
Oh, excuse me. Why didn't you tell me we gotta go?
I sent Milky good thoughts from time to time. I also hope she's doing well. I hope so. It's been a while. I used to be in communication with her, and I sent her a few messages, and I've never heard back. I know she had some issues with like someone passing away in her family or being sick or something, and then she came back, and then she was gone again. So I hope she's okay. I love how 40 minutes of Rune Factory 5 gameplay we've done tonight was just the intro cutscenes. I know. I don't love it, actually. I hope. I was thinking I should play a little bit more. I was hoping to, like, play more. Make a weapon. Make a short sword. Oh, okay. A long sword. Okay. Claymore. Alright, I think we're almost done. Let's just get out of here. I think we have maybe two more people to meet. But it's fun enough discussing. Yeah, I'm glad we're at least having interesting conversations while we're doing that. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. And in the past 3 years. All right. That might be the last cutscene, this one. Where Hina and Julian will fight. This community is always so nice to just chill and chat with. Yeah, everybody's so sweet. So sweet and nice.
Whoa! See?
It's so fun when you all share the same interest. Yeah.
Here goes.
The cutscenes, I gotta say though, the cutscenes were interesting in this game. Like just, I don't think I'm never a big fan of the main story in Rune Factory games because I'm always, I don't know, I always get like confused with all of the stuff that's happening in the main story, and I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like the side stories and like the little love events with the different characters and the little, just like the regular little cutscenes were interesting. I feel like that's how I feel mostly with like Rune Factory games. I like the side stories more than the main story. Did you like the characters in Rune Factory 5? Yes, I did like them. So that's I think that's one good thing with this game. The characters are interesting. Harvestella story was so confusing to me, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, I like the story in Harvestella. Some parts were confusing too. I feel like sometimes game developers try to like, your story doesn't have to be too deep, right? I feel like sometimes a simple story with like very basic things can be just as interesting or like more interesting than like trying to add so many terms, like complicated terms and like elements that you like try to keep track of in your brain, and like you don't remember like all the words. They introduce like so many words and things that you don't remember what is what and like who is who, and like
What could it be?
I don't know. That's why I like games like, for example, like Paper Mario. They're like pretty long RPGs, but the stories are always like fun to follow, and they're not like complicated. So like even if you stop playing for a little while and then you get back into it like after 1 month and you don't remember everything, you still like you don't have to remember like who is who or like what kind of like all the fancy words that they created, you know. I can't believe I made it. Hi Coach Day, welcome. I may pop on a bit later, but gotta get dinner started. All right, enjoy your dinner. Congrats again. Thank you so much, Kay. Paper Mario was a really fun game with a lot of good humor. Yeah, we were talking about that on Discord, but
Well,
like
are you
Paper Mario on the 64 was one of my favorite RPGs,
Yes.
Yes, all right.
and it still is one of my favorite
How's our little
RPGs.
town today?
And yeah, I played 1,000 Year Door a little bit, but I've not finished it. I played Super
Time to
Sticker,
tackle another day.
Sticker Star, or whichever. The Sticker one a little bit. This one was a little bit disappointing, but anyway. I haven't played Origami King yet, though. Happy 3 years of YouTube, Josh. Thank you so much. All right, can we finally go out? We have 20 minutes left with Rune Factory. Yes, I'm out finally. Let's just chill and beat up some monsters. I really liked Sticker Star, but I think I'm the only one who did. Yeah, I mean, it was really different, right? I don't think it was bad, but yeah, at least I like that they tried like something different. Sticker Star, what is that? It's a Paper Mario game. It's the one that was on 3DS, I think. Oh yeah. And you had to collect, like, it's been a while since I played, but you had to collect these stickers. For example, like you had like a jump sticker, and if you wanted to do like a jump attack, you had to use like a jump sticker. So like every attack you made, if you want to use your hammer, like you had to like collect, you had to use like a hammer sticker. So every attack you wanted to do, you needed like to have the sticker for it. So you needed to collect all of these stickers, and I don't know, it felt like a little bit unnecessary and like just like a little bit annoying. Like that you needed stickers for like all of the basic attacks. But I don't remember, like I never finished it. I just remember like you needed so many stickers. I didn't have a DS until the last year, same with the GameCube console. Yeah, that one was on the 3DS. My favorite is the original Paper Mario and the 1,000 Year Door. Yeah, my favorite is the original as well. 1,000 Year Door was great too. I've not played it as much because I don't know why, but I never owned it actually. So yeah, I've not played it as much. Whereas Paper Mario 64, I remember one of my brother's friend had it, so they lent it to us, and like we got to play for a long time. I remember I used to wake up in the morning and like before going to school playing like N64 games like Paper Mario, Harvest Moon 64. Okay, so these monsters are a little bit too strong for me actually here. Goblin Collector Brain is my new favorite phrase. Wait, what? Oh, I think all the different stickers just really appeal to my Goblin Collector Brain. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, I didn't like the idea that you had to like consume them, like use up a sticker every time you wanted to do something. So it kind of made it feel like, I don't know. I feel like in most games, I don't like using items. I don't like getting rid of my items. So the fact that you had to get rid of your stickers every time. I like collecting, but I don't like using stuff. Color Splash for Wii U was really fun and beautiful looking. I have not played Color Splash. I've also not played the one that was on the Wii. Actually, I've not played that many Paper Mario games. I just played like 3 of them. Yeah, I should play I should get the Wii U one and the Wii one. Josh, that's called hoarding. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't think I'm a hoarder in real life, but in video games... Yeah, in video games... I am. I'll have to find if I can find a copy of the Sticker Star one and give it a try. I have a DS and 3DS now, so I'd love to get a hold of some of my favorite ones. Yeah, you definitely should give it a try. Maybe you will like it. I forgot how do you get the fishing rod. Oh, I think you get it from... I forgot his name. The carpenter, right? Is that where you get the fishing rod? Maybe we can do a little bit of fishing for the rest of the day. Do you play Stardew Valley? I recently started playing it again. I played a little bit. I streamed it a few times. I used to play it a lot. I played it a lot in 2016 when it first came out. But it I haven't played that much in the last few years, so just a few times. And like with all the new releases, I find it hard to like take the time to go back to these older games. Okay, so he gave me a cooking table. Why is there paper on the floor? Pick it up. Let's bring that to our house. Super Paper Mario on Wii U was okay. Definitely recommend Thousand Year Door, GameCube, and Color Splash. Yeah. I should try to play... I should get back in Thousand Year Door because that's the one like I played it quite a bit but never finished. So I should try to play that one. All right, let's put that somewhere here for now, just temporarily. Yeah, placing furniture in this game is kind of a pain. All right, is there anything that we can cook right now? Probably not. No. I don't know any recipes. Let's go buy some recipe bread so that I can learn. Oh, there's probably some requests here. Oh, yeah. Talk to Eliza. Let's talk with her here. I wonder how much GameCubes are going for right now. That's one of the Nintendo consoles I still don't have. I feel like the consoles themselves are not that expensive. Maybe like 100 or 200. I mean, compared to like other consoles, they're like not too bad. But the games are really expensive. Like most GameCube games are gonna be like, I don't know, really depends, but like most popular games are gonna be like $60, maybe like $100. GameCube games are definitely getting pretty pricey, and I feel like it's just gonna get worse. But the console itself is really not too expensive. Super Seedling stream idea. I totally watched that, a Paper Mario stream. That would be fun, actually. That would be fun. I've been trying to think of games for next month. Yeah, one game I was thinking of doing like Roller Coaster Tycoon, or like a simulation game like maybe SimCity or like Roller Coaster Tycoon. But Paper Mario would be nice. I should have unlocked the bean toss contest first, because the cooking contest, like, there's not too much stuff I can cook at the beginning of the game. At the flea market on my town, they usually go for $50 depending on the console. It's not too bad. You can put the kitchen outside. Yeah, I know you can put stuff outside, but I like to have stuff inside. Fun game. Love Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah, it was one of my first video games that I played. So I remember we had like at one point we had an old computer, like with Windows 95. That was the first computer we had. And I didn't have money, obviously, to buy like farming games. Even the computer, like we were renting a house from like my mom's friend, and like that person, like that friend had a computer, so that's why we had a computer. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had a computer. But anyway, I got Roller Coaster Tycoon in a cereal box. So they used to have like games in cereal boxes. So I had like Pajama Sam and like lots of like not that great games, but like some great games. Included Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's pretty much the only like really good game that I got out of a cereal box. But yeah, and after that I fell in love with that series. And yeah, that was one of the first PC game that I played. First PC game ever, it came in a cereal box. Yeah, I love this. Like I think I know I struggled so hard to get it because I know my cousins had the game and like they had it way before me because they were able, I guess they got lucky with their cereals and like they got the game easily. But for me, like every time, because I think they would put the CD like, so you couldn't see the game, right? You could see the like the back of the CD, like the shiny part, but you couldn't see the label. So you couldn't see the game until you bought the cereals, right? So most of the time you would get like a game that's not that great. But eventually I did manage to get Roller Coaster Tycoon. But I think sometimes they did put the CD where you could see it. I'm not too sure. But I know I struggled. Like it took me a while before I got Roller Coaster Tycoon. I played Roller Coaster Tycoon a little, but the Zoo Tycoon was my game. I played so much and I missed it. Yeah, for me it was the opposite. I played a little bit of Zoo Tycoon, but not as much as Roller Coaster Tycoon. Does anyone remember Pizza Hut's demo CD they would send with new crust stuffed pizza back in the day? Oh, I don't know. I didn't grow up with a Pizza Hut. I don't think there was any. Like, we had a few pizza restaurants in my town, but I don't think we had any chain, like, pizza places. My first game ever was Friends of Manotal. Ooh, nice. That's a good game. That's a good game to play as your first game. Alright, let's open the door of the restaurant. Hi, Iris. Are you here for my request? Yes, so the door is blocked. I remember reading the Best Buy flyer and learning the Marine Mania expansion pack for Zoo Tycoon was coming out. I was so excited I called my husband at work to tell him. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. I imagine you just calling him. So excited for an expansion.
No way, Priscilla.
Yeah, I remember they released a few expansions for Roller Coaster Tycoon as well, but I couldn't get those. Yeah. I remember playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. I always started out with a real park, but I always ended up playing around with the visitors. Yeah, there's so much stuff you could do in that game, right? Like, kind of like in The Sims, where you could like when you're bored of playing The Sims and you just like put your characters in a swimming pool and you remove the ladder. You could do stuff like that with roller coaster. Like, you could like make the roller coaster like crash if you had like a missing piece of something. You could like move the little people around, put them in the water. I definitely spent a lot of time doing random things like that as well. My first farming game was the SNES Harvest Moon, but it was so rare that I couldn't get the cartridge and had to play it on an emulator. Yeah, that's also how I played the first. I played Harvest Moon 64 first, like on a real Nintendo 64. But after that, I played Harvest Moon in the SNES. But yeah, I played it on an emulator because I didn't have an SNES. These days, my Sims games are pretty wholesome, but not 20 years ago. So many dead Sims. Yeah, definitely. We all played a little bit differently back in the day.
We're doing this for a read, Priscilla.
It was so much fun, like when you, like, because it was the first time you could do like so much like random things. Like you had so much freedom in a video game. Like nowadays in most video games, like you have a lot of freedom, but I feel like management games like Roller Coaster Tycoon or like simulation games like The Sims, it was the first time where you could do like do whatever you want. these games were kind of revolutionary. Actually. Alright, so after that, I'm gonna go to bed. And we're gonna play Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Left Town, my most played farming game of the last 3 years. I don't know if I did like if I looked beyond the last 3 years, if there's any other farming game that I actually played more than Olive Town.
Thanks.
I made a switch up so I could steal their money. Oh.
What's going on?
All right, let's go.
Okay.
So yeah, Rune Factory 5 was pretty fun. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see too much of the gameplay just because of all the introduction. I guess next time I stream it, I will be able to do more stuff. But yeah, I did play this game over 275 hours on my Japanese save file on my Switch. Yeah, finished the story. I didn't finish everything at 100%. Honestly, you could spend like... If you want to complete this game at 100%, like craft everything, sell everything, I think you could easily spend like 400, 500 hours on this game. But yes, so I might revisit it at some point in the future, maybe before Rune Factory 6 or Project Dragon come out. But for now, let's call it a day. I didn't even notice this was in English. Yes, I've been playing the English version now. So that's why I'm starting over. Otherwise, I would have just grabbed my other save file. I think I like Pioneers of Left Town more than Rune Factory 5. Me too. Alright, so that's it for that. I really wanted the N64 Harvest Moon 64, Harvest Moon 64, but I never got to play it. Hopefully, get to play it one day. Hopefully, they do like a port or something. I know Japan is gonna get it on their like Nintendo 64 service on the Nintendo Switch, but because it's a different publisher in the West, it's Natsume, and not Marvelous. It might be a little bit tricky, but yeah, it's not planned for us to get it, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully they bring it back. I know on the Wii U, on the Wii and the Wii U, you could buy it on the eShop. So those were ways you could play the game. But yeah. All right, Olive Town. All right, so we're gonna start a new save file with Olive Town as well, but I think we should be able to get into the gameplay a little bit faster. Let me just see with the controller if I can switch, like to like switch layout, like Pro Controller layout. I don't think I can. It's okay. I'll just figure things out. Yeah, I don't have a save file for this one. Yeah, same as Rune Factory 5. I was playing on the Switch mostly, so. I really enjoy Olive Town. Never decided who I would marry yet. Yeah, there's a lot of choice. Unfortunately, the marriage doesn't do... I wish like your spouse would help you a little bit. Or like do something. But yeah, there are lots of options. I think there's way less guided quest chats in Olive Town. Yeah. Yeah, there's always more talking with Rune Factory. It's more like streamlined. I love those illustrations. Alright, and here we are. Let's create our character quickly. I think I was working on marrying the guy who likes coffee. Oh, Jack, right? Since he was easy to gift, but he looks exactly the same as another guy in town, so I never remember who he was. I feel like there was a lot of blonde people in this game. I feel like everybody was blonde. What? I didn't remember there was that many options. Actually, there are more options in Olive Town's character creation than in A Wonderful Life. Let's do brown. 2 brown eyes. Yeah, there's a lot more options. I forgot how many options there were. I thought when I was playing A Wonderful Life, I thought that the options were similar to Olive Town. Actually, there's a lot more options in Olive Town. Pink hair. Should we do pink hair? There's not that many like male haircuts, right? Okay, we're gonna go for this one. What color should we go for? I like this one, the pink gold. I wish I could have pink gold hair in real life. Blossom pink. That's the hair I used to have in my first playthrough. Fresh green is kind of cute. Natural brown is kind of nice. Dark brown. Tourmaline blue. Let's do, you know what? I want to do emerald green. And it's the pink hair days. You don't do pink often anymore. Okay, you know what? Let's do pink. Let's do... Should I do pinky gold? Let's do pinky gold.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we go for wild or fresh?
Okay.
Okay.
I married the guy that likes desserts since I like making them. I think he was the shopkeeper's son. I forgot. I forgot who makes desserts. Olive Town's character customization is nice, but I like how we can choose custom colors and Carland Metal Center. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Be a wild and crazy guy. Okay, let's do that. What about
Okay, okay, okay.
powerful, cute?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's be wild. Bearing powerful or charming? Let's be powerful. Powerful and crazy with our farm jacket. And let's start. Sunrock's character creation is really fun. It is. Yeah, they have a really good character creation. I really like this. This little cutscene is always so cute. Oh yeah, scooter. Motorcycle. Do you guys call this like in your country? I'm always confused because in English, like, for me when I see this, I always call this a scooter, but I know that in English, like a scooter is also like the thing that you like put your feet on, like that you stand up on, right? So like, what do you guys call? Would you say like it's a scooter, or would you say it's a motorcycle? Let's do white. Scooter, mostly I call it a scooter. So then how do you make the difference? Moped. Oh, moped. That's a name. Yeah, I've seen that too. So how do you make the difference between the scooter that you sit on, like this one, and the scooter that you like stand up on, like, how, like, is there, they're obviously very different, but is there like a word that you can use to make them different? Does that make sense? Context usually, yeah, I guess so. I don't like that these two things have the same name and they're completely different. Kick scooter. Oh, kick scooter. You could call it a Vespa, but yeah, that is a trademark name. Scooter, you don't sit on normally. Motor or scooter if you need to differentiate. Yeah, but then again, they have the little electric scooters too, right? Is the music too loud? It's pretty loud for me. Is it too loud for you guys? Can you still hear me? If you're talking about kids, usually the push ones, adult or delivery driver, the electric ones. I see. push ones. So push, like a push scooter. It's a bit loud. It is really loud. Oh, okay. Let me bring it down. Yeah, sorry about that. Every game... This should make like a universal sound level for games. Alright, autumn 3rd, yes. This brings back so many memories, like... It's been such a long time since I played this game. I mean, so much content on this game 2 years ago when it came out. And let's go with Maple Farm. Have you tried the new Atelier Ryza? I've not tried it. I played Atelier Ryza 2 a little bit. But yeah, I'm kind of taking a break from buying so many games right now because I'm just buying games and I don't play them. Because there's just so many. So I wanna play Atelier Ryza 2 eventually. So maybe if I ever finish it, then I will try Atelier Ryza 3. For being a not very great game, it wasn't that bad of a game, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think it was I mean, I played it 300 hours, right? So it was definitely a good game, like a fun game. But I think if you compare it with others in the series, it's not the best. But it's still fun. Oh my gosh, it looks nice. I love the little cherry blossom petals. Also, I don't have them right now, but on my previous computer, I downloaded mods. So there's a few mods for this game. I remember I had a mod where you could like zoom out really, really high, really far away. Got a little chicken. So we're gonna have to repair a chicken coop. Got some onions. It was like the first original game in like 4 years after 12 Towns. Yeah, I feel like that's the thing, right? There was a like really big gap. I don't know why there was like usually there's like a new Star Rift Seasons game every year. And like there was Mineral Town in between, but it's true that there was really a bigger gap than usual. So I feel like with such a long wait, people are expecting a little bit more. I think it was just really lost in. Nice to get the lost in without being too complicated. Yeah, you can definitely spend so much time on this game. Hi there and congratulations. Hi Mokun, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. So we played Rules of Pacha a little bit earlier, Rune Factory 5. And now I'm starting a new save file in Olive Town. I do have a video of my farm tour if you guys want to know what a farm looks like after a few years, after like hundreds of hours into this game. I do have a farm tour on my channel. If you look up like Olive Town farm tour, you will see it. So if you need ideas or something, feel free to take a look at that. Alright, so do I have seeds? No, I don't have seeds. Wait, what what do I need to do? Let me sell those onions and let me go buy some seeds. I don't remember if the shop is open on the first day. I used so many of your ideas. I'm glad you're able to get some inspiration from my farm. I really love Roots of Pacha. I've been playing some Traveler's Rest for the first time and I'm really enjoying it. Oh my gosh. I saw just today, I saw that there was, on May 29, they released an update for Traveler's Rest. And they actually just added an animal husbandry, like you can raise animals now in the game. So that's one thing that they just added to Traveler's Rest, and I've been wanting to take a look at that. I played that game a little bit, but it was a while ago, and I want to get back into it. But yeah, I've been so busy recently with like my work and like all of these other things, and like there's so many games coming out. There's also Everdream Valley I need to cover, but I really want to check out that update for Traveler's Rest. It was a really big update that added animals and ranching. Yeah, I need to take a look at that. It's always been like one game I've been interested in, and now there's actual like more like farming sim elements getting added in. Like I have extra reasons to check it out. I forgot how you get the hoe. I forgot how you unlock the hoe. Okay, I need some stones and some grass. It's a fun game to play together. After I played it with my boyfriend, I find it hard to play alone because we can split the work so well. Oh, is there multiplayer on Traveler's Rest? I didn't know that. It's a lot more difficult to get good quantities of animals products now, though. I haven't gotten my barn or coop built quite yet, so I can speak to how easy it is to get when you own the animals. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know how it was before because I haven't played that much. I played maybe like 2 or 3 hours. Should we go out and chat with people? Those cows are so cute. Yeah, they're gonna be reusing the same animal models, right? As we saw with the old trailer for the next Story of Seasons game. So I wonder if the next Story of Seasons game will be kind of like a reboot of Olive Town or like a sequel, kind of like how they did with Animal Parade after Tree of Tranquility, or like Island of Happiness after Sunshine Island, or is it the? I always mix those two. I wonder if it's gonna be something like that. Oops. Or if it's going to be something completely different. But since they're reusing the same models, I feel like it could be... We might see some returning characters from Olive Town. It might be like a different town, but maybe we're going to have a lot of the same game mechanics, but improved, hopefully with the feedback that the players give. I got to go and feed the boy some dinner. I'm glad I got to hang out for a little bit, watch and chat. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Cozy Day. Have a great evening as well. Oh yes, love it. I missed him. I love it. Oh, he's not here. But he's one of my most... I don't know. I find him such an interesting character. I missed that music. I haven't heard those little tunes such a long time. Is this a new file? Yes, it is a new file. I'm just getting started. Here you can get some rewards. Oh my gosh, there's already lots of rewards. Lugs for Ralph. Sure, let's do that. Navet's house from the back was such a funny revelation. Yes. You guys should check it out. I don't have my camera yet. But if you never had a look at what's behind his house, you should definitely check that out. So I know that they updated the game, at least on the Switch. And oh, I think I need to maybe turn on the gameplay. Oh yeah, chat camera on. And now when I chat, oh yeah, you can see them a little bit more up close. Seeing you play Olive Town again makes me want to pick up my game too. You should. Honestly, I wish I could find more time to like play it more and do like a whole playthrough. I feel like that could be a lot of fun. Damon and Jack look so similar. As I was saying earlier, so many blonde people in this game. Oh, I forgot her name, but I like her. Blair. Yeah, on my first step, I was hesitant. I ended up marrying Iori, but I wanted to marry Blair too because she's pretty cute.
Hello.
Miss Karina. Oh, here's Lovett. Oh. I travel the world in search of fine cuisine, writing magazine articles on my discoveries. Do let me know if you happen upon any Olive Town delicacies. Yeah, now I feel like I really want to start playing this game more. The bachelors in this game weren't my favorite. They felt bland, but the bachelorettes were nice. Yeah, I feel like the characters as a whole were not the best in this game, but there are some good ones. And I don't think I have the DLC on my Steam version of the game. I have them on my Switch. I think I bought the DLC twice on the Switch. Like I bought them once in English and once in on the Japanese version, but I don't think I have them on Steam. All right, we made some money with the onions. All right, now then it's time to explain how to grow crop. Okay, so now he's gonna give me the hoe and everything that I need. I like Laura. Mine is Reina for my current save file. Yeah, Laura. I feel like Laura is pretty popular, right? Yeah, I like Reina as well. Yeah, the beginning of this game is definitely a lot faster than in Rune Factory 5. Oh. Okay, my inventory is full. You saw I dropped some items in my house. So let me just plant those crops. Okay, I'm gonna have to sell that. Okay, I'm gonna plant the tree. I remember in my other save file, I kind of waited a long time to plant trees. But then it took so long before I started like leveling up my orchard skill. So yeah, I'm gonna plant that one right now so I don't struggle too much later on with that skill, even if I know I'm gonna have to cut down that cherry tree. All right. The thunderstorm weather in this game was nice visually. The thunders in the sky were nice to see, but you had to use the camera tool to see them. Yeah, that's one thing. I feel like in this game, if you walk around with the camera, there's lots of interesting things to see, but I feel like this top-down view like doesn't do the game justice. Like I feel like there's a lot of things you miss out on with the camera they're using. Because yeah, the sky looks great sometimes, but yeah, you can't see it all the time. Whereas, for example, the Wonderful Life remake, you have the third-person camera, and it's so much easier to like notice the changes between the seasons, and like you can see the sunset every day, you can see the sunrise. Like you notice so much more things in the environment. Like when it's cloudy or when it's raining, you can see it in the sky very like easily. So yeah, I feel like those games always look a little bit better in third person. I mean, they can still look great. Like, for example, Doraemon Story of Seasons. Those games look great even if they're top-down because they have very unique art style. But Yeah, for the most part, I find it third person are more immersive. I recall correctly that staying up longer than 10 p.m. in game will not be able to wake up at 6 a.m. Yes, exactly. So in this game, the longer, the later you go to bed, the later you wake up. So like if you, like maybe it's something like that. Like for example, after 10 p.m. you wake up at 7. After 11 you wake up at 8. So that was pretty nice. Like you had an incentive to, well, you slept the same amount of hours, but. I prefer top-down for 2D games. Yeah, well, for 2D games, like... for 2D games, you just have two options, right? Top-down or side-scroller. There's not that many side-scrolling. Oops. I need the well... Oh, yeah, he gave me the... Actually. Yeah, there's not that many side-scrolling 2D games. Side-scrolling farming games, I mean. Sorry, I keep messing up. I keep messing up the controls because the buttons are all like reversed. I like how the watering is actually pretty quick in this game. Alright, so that is done. We're gonna have some crops. I don't have to water this, right? Yeah, you don't have to water the trees. Alright, so now I'm gonna get some stones. I need 20 stones for the chicken coop. I like the petals flying around. Me too. I wish the seasons looked a little bit more different in this game. Like you do have like the petals and like the autumn leaves and the snowflakes, but overall I wish like the color of the trees and the color of the grass would change a little bit more. I may not remember the controls for Olive Town after a long hiatus of not playing that on my Switch. Yeah, the reason why I'm struggling is because the game gives me the input for an Xbox layout, but I'm playing with a Pro controller, so they're all like reversed. And I know there's an option on Steam to like switch them, but I don't know why. The other day I don't remember which game, but I was playing another game and I had to like disable that because the game was recognizing the Switch Pro controller. Anyway. Oh yeah, it's something you can fix with the Steam settings, but yeah. I wish the map design of this game was better. I didn't like that there weren't any forests outside of our farm. Yeah, me too. I kind of wish there was like an area just for foraging and fishing and all of that stuff. Instead, like, yes, you do have a big farm, but I wish there was like... I also feel like there's no incentive to go to town because... Yeah, everything's on your farm, right? I feel like they should have put like they should have put the town between like your farm and the forest. So you would go to town every day when you're going to the forest and you would talk to people on your way there. You would maybe go to the shops on your way there, something like that. So I feel like that's something maybe they should do, like put the farm on one side, the town in the middle, and then the forest on the other side, so you have to walk through the town. Alright, so now I should be able to adapt my little chicken. How do you guys think we should name our little chicken? I remember playing this at the same time as ACNH, and the buttons for pick up and do stuff were reversed. Oh yeah, me too. I remember because I played those games pretty much at the same time. I remember always struggling with that. Alright, oops. Alright. Fiona, Bella. I want to say a name. A kind of name that you've never seen for a chicken. Like a name that you would never think of naming a chicken. I feel like Bella, we've seen a lot of time. Eggy, we've seen a lot. Like Omelette, all the egg names, all the clock names, all those names we've seen a lot of times. We need to find a unique name. Henry, we've seen that a few times as well. Vivian, I feel like we named one of my chickens Vivian in another stream. Egbert, all the egg puns, we've done them all. We've done all of the egg puns so many times. Paper Mario, actually that's the most unique so far. Peter, Hot Pocket, oh, that's not too bad. Oh, we've got 2 votes for oh no, it's the same person. Tax Return, that's not too bad. Tax Return, I like that. I remember Vivian's name on another wonderful live stream. Yeah, I remember Vivian. We definitely did Vivian already. Yoshi's kind of cute. Yoshi's cute. Zelda in honor of Tears of the Kingdom. As in Chicken Little, the sky's for... Oh. You know what? I never watched Chicken Little. Popcorn. Popcorn is cute. Like chicken popcorn. Like popcorn... Wait. Popcorn chicken? Chicken popcorn? Is that a thing, right? The popcorn chicken? Name it Cow. I think we'll do that. Let's do something wild. After all, we picked the wild voice and powerful stance for my character. So let's be wild. Popcorn chicken is a thing. Yeah, I love popcorn chicken. I didn't remember if it was like chicken popcorn or popcorn chicken. Yeah, popcorn chicken. Yeah, I love those. It's been a while. I didn't eat for like probably like 20 years, but I like that. McNugget. Yeah, that's a name we've seen hundreds of times. That name will be confusing later on. Maybe. Yeah. Alright. Okay, I need food for Cow. So let's go to the general store. Popcorn chicken isn't popcorn though. It is tiny chicken. Yeah, I know what it is. For people who might not know. Yeah, it's like a fried chicken ball. Never had poutine. Oh, you should have poutine. By the way, I didn't have dinner yet. Maybe I should. Well, it's getting later. Yeah. I don't know. I've been kind of craving poutine for the last few weeks, and every time I think about it, like everything is closed because I think about it too late. It's the kind of food that I'm craving at the end of the day. Whereas at the beginning of the day, I always want to eat healthy, and at the end of the day is when I want to eat like unhealthy stuff. But then it's too late to get one. Okay. Let's buy some fodder. Actually, I don't remember. I think in this game, you can just leave the chickens outside and they're gonna eat. They don't need like... Yeah, you just leave them outside and they're gonna be fine. But I think they eat... Oh yeah, I think I remember... Like they eat at 8 a.m. or something. So if you want them to eat outside, you need to take them out early, if I remember correctly. Cozy comfort food is so good at the end of the day. It's so rude for having so much fat and salt. I know. Once in a while, though, it's not too bad. Just once in a while. I had some turkey pinwheels I got from the reduced price section of the grocery section. Oh. What's a pinwheel? Top of the morning to you. I hope you're ready for another lesson. Yes. So he's gonna give me the crafting, teaching me how to craft. And of course, the makers. the thing that a lot of people don't like about this game. I made Kraft mac and cheese for dinner last night. So yummy. Ooh, I didn't have that for so long. All right, crafting. Let's craft a lumber maker. One thing I do love though is that the crafting, you know, some games like you have to craft like all of these workstation, like the workbench, and like another thing and another thing. Like in Sunhaven, for example, like the crafting is all over the place because you have so many like workstations. I like that in this one, you craft everything from your like just your menu, so that makes it easy to craft. Like all the crafting is in one place. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Yeah, I think my egg is... Anyway, I kind of lost one egg. It's okay. Craft is cheap, so I have it a couple of times a month, and I can feed the chickens the leftovers. Oh, that's nice if the chickens enjoy it. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, let's pick up this egg. My bag is full. Okay. Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? Okay, let's sell that. Name the chicken Steven. Well, the chicken already has a name now. But maybe the next one. All right. I finally got my chicken to go out. I give them an old peanut butter cookies today. Oh, I love peanut butter cookies. One of the hens stole the entire cookie, oh no, and ran off with it in her mouth. All the other chickens chase her for it. Oh my god, that's so cute. All right, let's water our crops. I love them so much. I'd love to have chickens, but yeah, I mean, I live in the city, so it would not be a great... I don't think my neighbors would appreciate me having chickens on my balcony. But if I lived in the countryside, I would love to have chickens. The first Harvest Moon Star Season game on a new console is always roughly received. I hope the next game is something we can all enjoy. I hope so too. I'm hopeful though, because I feel like with A Wonderful Life, like... I feel like A Wonderful Life was a lot more fleshed out. Obviously, it was a remake, so like... They already had something like a base for the game. But I feel like it was already so much more fleshed out than Olive Town. Whereas Olive Town, they had to like put out so many patches. So, I don't know. I'm confident that the next game will be a little bit more polished than Olive Town. I'm hopeful. One of our new quail laid her first egg today and it had no shell. It was just a soft, tiny egg. Oh, I didn't know that was possible. That's interesting. So what do you do with that egg? Do you still like cook with it, or do you just like throw it away, or can you do something with that egg? All right, what do we need to repair the bridge? Repair. Oops. Repair with materials. I need 15 pieces of lumber. So I'm gonna chop some trees, get some wood, and then we'll make some lumber. We'll boil it and feed it back to the chickens. Oh, isn't that like... Isn't it weird to feed chickens eggs? Nice, level 3. It levels up so quickly at first, but then when you want to get to like from level 9 to 10, it takes so long. Eggs are very good for birds, although the best part for them is the shell. Oh, I did not know that. It's kind of like, it kind of sounds like cannibalism almost. But at least if the egg is not fertilized, at least it's not really, but still, I don't know. But if they like it, it's healthy for them, then good for them. Chickens will eat their own eggs. Chickens and other birds eat their own eggs. Oh, I did not know that. I didn't know they could do that on their own. They will eat pretty much anything, but they cannot eat chocolate or raw potato. I feel like chocolate is bad for pretty much all animals, right? And raw potatoes, I did not know that though. That's good to know if I ever have chickens. Piper Bird out here giving us real life farm hacks. Yeah, thank you so much. It's always nice to have like insights from people who have like real, either like real farm or like real like animals. Birds to eat their own young. Oh, especially if the chick dies. A bird can't toss a dead chick out of the nest. It would be an arrow letting everyone know where their nest is. Oh, I see. Oh, I never thought about that. Oh no! Sorry, I was reading the chat and I collapsed. Josh, what's your heart? Yes, too late. A little bit too late, but I'll know for next time. You don't lose any money though in this game, right? Good morning. I hope your tent life is treating you well. Well, I just collapsed, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. It seems to me like you're getting used to it. I know a tent is neither like... Okay, yeah, he's gonna tell me to go see Nigel, to upgrade my house and get the ability to like cook and get little pets. All right. Let's water everything. Maybe we could do one last day. There's no clinic bills on this. Yeah, there's no like, you just... Well, I don't even wake up later. I still woke up at 6 and I have all my hearts. I thought you would wake up with less stamina the next day. Maybe because there was a cutscene in the morning with Victor was maybe a little bit different. I feel like usually you would wake up later or like not have all of your hearts. Like you would have like at least one little consequence, right? So I'm not sure if it was different because I'm still like in the tutorial kind of. Oh, even if you collapse before 10 p.m. you can still wake up at 6. I see. Yeah, that's kind of weird though. I feel like in some other games like you wake up, I don't know, like 10 a.m. or like 12 or something, right? There should be a little bit of a consequence. Alright. We've got lumber, so do I have enough lumber now? There's no penalty for passing out. Yeah, there's no. I remember you could get a cold in the older games. Yeah, exactly. I remember like in the Harvest Moon 64, even if you didn't like use up all your stamina, for example, if you worked and it was raining, or if you just like worked a lot and you didn't like take a break, like you didn't like take a bath or like eat some food, like eventually would get sick and you would have to like stay inside for one day. I kind of wish it would bring something like that where you have to like keep track of your energy and like, yeah, be careful not to get sick, like work under the rain and things like that, or like work late at night. I kind of miss that from the older games. That little extra little challenge. I think I remember that on Magical Melody with not getting enough sleep. Oh yeah, I don't remember the details of Magical Melody. But yeah, a lot of the older games had kind of similar mechanics where you could get sick. Let cow. Oh yeah, my gosh, I forgot. Thank you. How's your non-YouTube work going? Pretty good. We talked a bit about it earlier in the stream, but it's pretty good, but it's been pretty busy, so I didn't have that much time to do like YouTube stuff recently. And it's a shame because there's so many games coming out that I want to cover, but I'm spending a lot of time at work. But yeah, it's been fun. I still enjoy it. And yeah, I was in Mexico yesterday. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, now I'm back a little bit tired, but yeah, it is a lot of fun. It amuses me to learn that we can even go out when there's a storm. When I first played Olive Town, yeah, because in the older games, right, if there was like a typhoon, you couldn't go out. Okay, I think I should have enough lumber now. Yes. My workplace was slammed recently. Oh no! What happened? 2 hearts left. Yes, I'm gonna go eat something. Let's go to the restaurant. Grab some food. And then I can work a little bit more. Oh, is that closed today?
Hello.
Oh, I think it opens at 12, right? Let's check the schedule. Open every day, 12 to 10, yeah. Oh, let's go get a fishing rod. So you just go in this house. You gotta look up someone who hasn't gone fishing before, am I right? Don't you worry, this is as good an opportunity as any to learn. I'd be happy to teach you if you'd like to try. Here, for starters, I'll give you this fishing rod. It was just lying around my house, and I'd rather put it to good use. I'd rather it be put to good use. So let's go fishing a little bit while the restaurant opens. Of course, I'm gonna keep an eye on my heart so I don't collapse again. Go to the hotel coffee. Oh yeah, that one opens earlier, right? Oh, let's say hi to Blair. Does she like eggs? Yeah, not too bad. At least she doesn't dislike that. Oh yeah, actually there's no dislikes in this game, right? That's one thing. That's one thing I forgot about this game. There's no dislikes, so you can give like grass or like stone to everybody and they're gonna be like just fine. I remember when this game just came out, there were no like you could like and like you even if you ordered pancakes, like you would have a plate with like fish and vegetables. Like no matter what you order, you would always see a character eating fish, which felt a bit lazy on the part of the developers. But they actually changed it. That's one of the first thing. Well, it took a few months, but they eventually like changed it and. Yeah, now you can actually see the food that your character is eating. Also, I mean that... it was super busy recently for me during yesterday and Friday. Oh, I see. Hopefully you get a little break soon. Summer is almost every job's busy season. Pretty much, right? For most people. Should I go mining? I can maybe work on trying to upgrade my hammer, upgrade my watering can. I'm utilizing as much break time possible after those days and today. Nice. Take a break. Enjoy any rest you can have. You can work on getting iron tools. Yes, exactly. My gosh, I don't have to... Wait, am I doing something wrong? Why? Why is it so easy? I didn't remember the mines being so easy. Well, of course, it's just the first mine, but... Like, all the ladders are already there. I'm already on the 7th floor. It's pure luck. Yeah, I know, but I mean, like usually I'm not that lucky where I don't have to do anything to find the ladders. You made it all the way down here. You're pretty good. As a reward, I'll give you a present. Keep up the hard work. You're doing great. Nice. I don't remember what you get. Oh, 3 white opal. Alright, so that was pretty simple. And I've got a little bit of iron. So I think I'm gonna have to make... Oh, let's save. I'm gonna have to make... ingot maker. What is that? It's so cute. It's a little sprite. A little... I want to say harvest sprites. I think they have a different name in this game, but spirit sprites or spirit... I forgot how they're called exactly, but yeah, cute little thing. Alright, so I'm gonna need more ores, but I've done enough mining for today. Yeah, this game is pretty fun actually. Now I remember why I put 300 hours into it. It is a pretty fun game. Sprites, but different ones like grasses and example. Yeah, there's lots of different ones. And later on, you can unlock, like, you'll unlock a little area and they can collect items for you. Okay, let's do a little bit of fishing. Oh, gotta be careful about passing out. Let's do a little bit of fishing for the rest of the day. That's one way of making money a little bit at the beginning of the game. I remember that area being the best for getting rare or out of season items. Is it? I like the fishing in this game. It's pretty fun. It's like at the end of the game, like some fish can be a little bit tricky to get. I find it's a good balance between like difficulty and like... It's a little bit difficult, but not too difficult, right? That's what I'm trying to say. One heart. Yeah, I know. I'm watching. I'm keeping an eye on it. When you level up the sprites, they can get you really good. So, oh yeah, the sprites. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the area that I'm in right now, like near your farms. Like there's not that many stuff here, but yeah, definitely the sprites can give you some interesting stuff later on. Yeah. And yeah, you could get things that are out of season. Yeah, I think that the whole sprite village was actually a pretty good idea. I wonder if we'll see something like that in the next game. Alright. Let's pick up some clams. He will forget to faint. He will forget and faint being got up on the chat. No, I'm really keeping an eye on it for real. Can I make a chest? I need lumber. Aha, I keep messing up the controls. Okay, let me make a chest and put some stuff away. All right. If there's a mod that adds in switch control prompts, I think you can just switch them on Steam. There's a setting, I think, to like switch them or something. But yeah, I do get it. I'll have definitely the next time that I play, I'll have to figure that out first, because I keep pressing the wrong thing over and over again. All right. I think that's gonna be pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today as I played three of my the three most played farming games. The three farming games that I played the most in the last 3 years. And yeah, as I celebrate my 3 years on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and in the last 3 years. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to the future years as well. There's going to be many, many years to come. A lot of stuff to come. A lot of farming games coming out in the next months and next years. So that's going to be very, very exciting. So make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss out on the farming game news, farming game reviews, farming games live streams. And if you want more than farming games, you can also become a member, which will give you access to like streams, like where I play games like Elden Ring or Tears of the Kingdom or any other games you guys suggest that are not farming game. We can hang out and play those games on the members streams. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you so much. Bye.